Uriel came here. Welcome, guys. I just got back in from the gym, and it's kind of fitting because I went to work out this morning. I actually really like working out in the morning because it gets my workout kind of out of the way. Not that I don't enjoy working out, but it just is done, and I have the rest of the day to work with. And then, sometimes I like to work out later in the day, but the problem with that is that sometimes life gets in the way and you just kind of forget to go, or you get lazy, or the gym is too busy because it's rush hour, whatever it is, and you don't end up going. That's kind of my personal kind of day, my personal philosophy, and this question kind of relates to that a little bit. Here it is. Yuri, does it really matter whether you work out in the morning, afternoon, or evening? Because if I work out in the morning, it's about 5 a.m. due to school starting at 7. So it doesn't really matter. Do you burn more fat at a certain time? That's a great question. A lot of people ask this question. There's studies that are done. Some show that if you work out on an empty stomach in the morning, you burn a little bit more fat. Others don't really show that. Here's my personal take on that. I know a bunch of the people in kind of the muscle building, bodybuilding world really like that kind of early morning, don't eat anything, do some cardio, burn some fat, and that's fine, That's one thing you can do. But if you're working out in the morning and you need to be energized, right? You need to have fuel to get a good workout in, and if you're working on an empty stomach, most likely you're gonna die off throughout the workout. So your workout is not going to be as good as it could have been. It's kind of like that half-assed workout. So a couple things you want to consider is, what is the goal of your workout? Okay, think about it this way: are you working out to deplete your body of every possible store of glucose? If you want to just totally deplete your body of glycogen, then go ahead. Work out in the morning on nothing, just water, right? That's going to deplete you. Go for an intense workout and just kill yourself. That's going to totally deplete your body, and you're not going to feel too great afterwards. However, if you're like me and you are looking to lift heavier weights, build strength, and get in a good intensity in your workouts, you may need some sugar in your body before you hit the gym. So if you're working out at 5 a.m., that's tough. I used to do that when I was in university because, like you, my classes started a little bit later, around 8 o'clock. So I used to go to the gym at around 6, 6:30, get in a workout. I liked it. I like getting the workout done in the morning. Nowadays, there are workouts around like 8:30. Okay, I wake up a little bit later because I'm lazy, whatever. But for me, that works, right? So you have to find what's going to work for you. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference whether you work in the afternoon, evening, or morning in terms of your ability to lose weight. What you need to consider is how are you able to push yourself in your workout? If you're working in the morning and you can't even, get up the intensity to work out and burn calories, what's the point? You might as well be able to, you're better off maybe in the afternoon where you have more energy, you have a little bit more calories to burn, from food you've eaten throughout the day, then you have more energy to, crank out a good workout. That might be a better solution, right? Something to consider. So you have to figure out what's best for you. Morning, afternoon, evening, try them out. What do you like better? When can you push yourself harder? That's going to make a big difference, because I think the quality of your workout is more important than the nutrients or the energy fuel availability at a certain given time of your workouts. So, again, from a physiological perspective, in the morning, our body naturally has higher cortisol levels, which means that stuff is going to be broken down. Fat stores are going to be broken down a little bit more, but also glycogen stores, your energy stores are going to be broken down a lot quicker as well. So you might fatigue a little bit quicker in the morning. Evening time, testosterone seems to be a little bit higher, which is probably a good thing for building strength, building muscle. So a couple considerations to keep in mind. But I really think that the most important issue here is, what time of day are you best to work out? What is the best time of day for you to crank out a great workout? Because that's going to be the biggest difference in your ability to build your strength, build muscle, and burn fat. Okay? Hopefully that's helped out. Once again, if you need help out with your workouts, FeederYouFitness.com. You guys know the site. If you want me as your coach every single month, that's where it's at. Until then, thanks again for your questions, and I'll see you in the next episode of Ask Yuri.